Hey guys, Justin from that Intimate Guy here, and for this video I'm going to be starting a brand new series I'm going to call Anatomy of the Thrill, in which I plan on selecting any coaster that was a bit of a milestone in its own way. In this case I selected Hypersonic XLC, that was at King's Dominion. And the criteria of the videos I plan on making for this new series is that I plan on providing a little bit of a historical or background perspective, then delve into the ride experience to the reviews that I got from riders and whatnot. In this case, I'm very lucky because my mother got to ride this when it was open. Unfortunately, I was too small to ride Hypersonic XLC, so I could not get the credit, sob. Anyways, my little backstory aside, let's get started. Video credits for the footage used in this video goes to KD Golden Years. Now, Hypersonic XLC was a launched roller coaster that opened in March 2001 at King's Dominion in Dowswell, Virginia. Unfortunately, this coaster's tenure lasted only 6.5 years before it was closed in October of 2007, and eventually it was dismantled in 2008 once Cedar Fair took over. Hypersonic XLC was a Thrust Air 2000 by SNS Worldwide. Now, before Hypersonic came along, SNS was mainly known for their air-powered launch or flat rides such as Power Tower at Cedar Point. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but the Hypersonic XLC was a prototype of the Thrust Air 2000 coaster model, which would have been the air-powered coaster by SNS Worldwide. The ride was originally fabricated by Air Mountain Lift Incorporated, and from there it was reconstructed at King's Dominion after being moved from its original location in Utah. Unfortunately, this coaster suffered a lot of downtime, and at one point it was closed for 3 months straight and didn't open until June of the 2002 season. And eventually the reliability issues would become too much for King's Dominion to handle, which would then lead to Hypersonic XLC's demise. And on top of it, it was a nightmare to maintain. Now, the backstory of this ride aside, let's get into the ride experience. Now, with this coaster being built by SNS Worldwide, it featured a compressed air launch propulsion system, and that allowed this coaster to achieve great speeds in a short amount of time. It went from 0 to 80 miles an hour in 1.8 seconds. The launch then sent you into an 165 foot tall top hat at 90 degrees. You went down the other side at 90 degrees, then you banked to your left, turned once more a little bit to your right, hit a little airtime hump, and into the brakes. And with this coaster being a prototype, nobody could really expect it to be really satisfying in terms of duration. But despite the short duration, it was really well perceived from the general public. That ride, particularly the launch, sent them into a real adrenaline rush. And then I said earlier that my mother had ridden this. She says that launch was probably the craziest launch she's experienced yet, and I would have to agree, seeing the statistics of it. But then again, I guess that's not really saying much, knowing that the only other launch coasters she's ridden are Storm Runner, Joker's Jinx, Volcano, Flight of Fear. Yeah, all those coasters, really the only launch that stands out on all of them is Storm Runner, even that's not even as quick as this. I argue that back when this coaster was open, it had the best launch in North America, because these compressed air launches do more with less time compared to the hydraulic launches or the LSM/LIM launches. Now, I guess you could say that Hypersonic XLC kind of set the stage for Dodonpa, the other air compressed launch coaster at Fuji-Q Highland, as that coaster currently features the fastest acceleration on any launch coaster, that is 0 to 107 miles an hour in 1.8 seconds. So I guess you can say that Hypersonic XLC kind of did push back the limits of technology in terms of coasters a little bit, knowing that Dodonpa would open 9 months later, and that coaster is still standing today, although I've heard it's getting a new layout. I don't know if it'll have any impact or influence on the launch. But at the time of this upload, Dodonpa holds the record for fastest acceleration on a launch. Anyways, that about wraps up this video. If you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And I will see you guys in my next video, wherever that is. But until then, ride on.